Oh man, what's going on today, folks? Just sitting up in the blue truck on the doghouse because I am getting ready to take this out. I know it's probably dark and you can't see all that well, but I'm going to take this power acoustic head unit out because I picked this Pioneer one up at the store today. It is a DH160BT because it has the satellite. Now I don't need the receiver. So since I don't need the receiver, and I talked about getting one that didn't need the receiver, I already have the receiver up there, so I should be able to just plug this one right into it and have it work. Now, the only thing that's different is the, you know, obviously the plugins are different because these are completely two different brands. Haven't seen the best reviews on this, but it does have CarPlay, which I should be able to hook my my phone right into, my iPhone right into, or I can download some Apple app and have it on there. I don't know, but anywho, the sound quality so far from what I read, because I went through the reviews and stuff after I'd bought it, unfortunately, there's no remote. That's one bad thing, but maybe I can use my phone to control it. If not, it's not a big deal. Just reach up once in a while. Like Sirius, I usually have them plugged in and I can just boom, bam, boom, bam. So basically, I'm going to take this other one out and I'm going to hook the wires up for it. Now, this has a bunch of weird plugs in the back for like different things, like your speakers for amplifier, which I don't need any of that. So basically what I'm going to do when I do get this out is I'm just going to take these and I'm going to snip the wires from these. That way I can just match them up with that and not have to worry about, because I've got multiple things hooked up to stuff some places, you know what I mean? Because when you get a radio or an old truck like this and it only has 5 wires, you got to figure out what does what, you know. And some of the speakers I had to splice into each other and stuff. So it's one of them things where I'm just going to leave those all hooked up. I'm going to take the easy route, cut what I need to. Then I can just, boom, throw those in real quick, the ones I need to hook up. And hopefully we'll be off and running and we'll be banging some sound. I don't know. Hopefully this will happen and it'll go well. I'll probably hook you up on the steering wheel, and I'll just come back and talk to you a little bit here because I don't, you know, it's who knows how long I'm going to take doing this. It's like 40 degrees out in shitty weather, like raining and stuff. It is the 2nd of May, so not exactly what you want in May. We had those that week where it was 80 degrees like 3 weeks ago, and now we're sitting here and it's 40 degrees. It's been 40 degrees and raining like the past 3 or 4 days, so it's just kind of shitty and kills the mood, but it's what it is. So, and instead of you know, taking that one out of Frank and having to do all that stuff, since I already had it wired up, I didn't necessarily want to do that. So I, you know, I've got that. Keep on telling the wife I'm going to strip that truck and sell it, but for what all I've got done to it and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to even think about it or do it. So it's one of the things where we're just gonna do what we need to right now and get this radio going, and then once, maybe we'll revisit that a little bit later on down the road. But you know, I hate to have a truck just sitting in my driveway, but it is paid off, so it's what it is. It's just one of them situations where I guess if I can put up with her nagging on me a little bit and just kind of ignore it, or, you know, work around it, it's just what it is. So we'll see what's going on today. On the show, on the Chad Tegan YouTube channel show. Well, like that, 5 minutes later, I'm back, and I've got this one out already because that's how quick I can pull this thing, because I've done it like twice in the last month, and it's really not that big of a deal. Like, I had to fab some things up. Obviously, it's not the most pretty thing, so I'll need to take these off because this radio, unfortunately, doesn't come with any of these, and that tab broke off one time. So it's just one of them situations where you gotta work with what you got. Anyways, let's not worry about what kind of shit Chad's going on in a shit show behind his 3 speaker wires and stuff like that. But what's nice about these is it has these on here already. So all these are labeled. That's one thing I do like about this. All these are labeled. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them like right here. So I still have half of this. Now, that way I'll have all the labels that I need to up in here. You know what I'm saying? They're all up in here for the labels. So that way, if something ever happens where I need to take this bitch out again, I can do that. And I'm not worried about any of those being crossed or anything like that, because they are all wired up pretty good. Like, I had them off the other day when I was up in here checking to make sure all the connections were good and stuff like that. Everything seemed to be solid. So I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with this head unit, period. Yes, it does turn on, but other than that, it's messed up. So it's mucked up. And, you know, my serious stuff's already up here. Where'd that plug go? Right here. So I've already got this plug in right here, and this is what goes to the receiver. So, and I've already got this right here, my antenna. I don't have my antenna outside the truck. I keep it right here on both my trucks, and I never had any problems with that antenna being right there on the Cabover. So that's just what it is. So basically, I'm just going to snip these wires. I'm going to get this wire harness out. I'm going to wire everything up. Then I'll be able to slap this bad boy in there. And I'll basically just be able to plug it in while it's hanging or dangling. And I can see if I get power, if I got speakers, if it'll work, things of that nature, if the Sirius will pop on. So give me about, I don't know, a little bit. Which, you know, it's going to be like that when I come back. It's going to be one transition. So, you know, we'll be back. Shows on the SXM app. Groundbreaking interviews, amazing in-show moments. Well, we got her, and that plug, that receiver is just pulling them in too, boy. So I gotta pull it out because I need to put on the things that go on the side there. But other than that, these guys right here, other than that, it works. So, and it slid right in there perfect. Started right up as soon as I hit the key. So that should boom as soon as the key goes on. Blah blah bling, blah blah bloom. Okay. So there's the 80s on 8 right there. So that is that's working right there. So I got music bumping through, and I got the bass in the back. That's what's up. So I'm going to finish that up. I'll be able to throw that thing in, and I'll be able to put that other one in there because that receiver's obviously bad. And then I will keep that box and everything else around. That way I've got it. And we got the right stuff there. So that's good. And then maybe I'll even fire the truck up and let it run for a while, because I need to, since I kind of been dicking around like this. I don't want to exactly run the batteries dead, even though I got chargers and stuff like that. And the truck sitting right up there with another battery. I can just swap out if I need to, but I should be okay. So hey, that's what's up. No feedback off the CB. So I'm talking about, baby. Well, I'm back here, and I got everything that I need to on this. I pretty much got everything hooked up the way I need it and or want it. This is actually an iPhone cord, so that's probably going to get tucked back here and ran down here. So I can just plug my phone right into it. That's a USB port or plug. And unfortunately, everything is on the back of this. There's nothing on the front. Like if I wanted to do a the little like cord plug, which I don't have anymore, like the old the microphone one, I don't have that anymore. There is one in here, and it hooks up to you know, like different things. It plugs into this little section right here. That's the satellite one, which it works obviously because I already showed you. So I'm basically just going to hook all this stuff up real quick, and then I will be slapping it in here. So there's the radio antenna. Here's the microphone, which I've got hanging out here. I'll need to run it sometime. I don't necessarily want to hold on to it by this. Oh, God. But I've only got one fucking hand here. Pardon my French. I'll put it on my shoulder. Grab it with my chin. There's a thing in there somewhere. Where are you at? I got plenty of this I can pull out, I guess, if I need to there. There we go. All right, stick it back in there. So you don't need y'all hanging out. Okay, now this goes over here like this, which kind of stinks because all this other crap is just like flopping out and shit. Somebody replied to my story on the old Snapchat later. I think you know the guy. Kamikaze Calhoun. Gentleman that bought my Betty White. Not to be mistaken with Jesse James's Betty White. Wonder how Cabover Gary's doing. Big shouts to him. Haven't talked to him for a few days, but we've been chatting here lately. Says he's getting a lot of views off shorts and stuff like that. Let's try to shove this thing back here. If we can get her in. Okay. Occasionally there's these screws on the side that catch on this that you gotta screw in. So had to fab this thing up big time, and that's about, well, looks like she's trying to come out some. I don't think that's gonna work. I gotta get that headlamp back and check some things out here. But anyways, that's how it's gonna be. And I should have maybe tilted those back some, that way it's coming out more at me instead of being flat in there. Let's get the old handy dandy headlamp on here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think I got this from Dart Transportation, Dart, D-A-R-T. When I ran for them for a little bit, I got this in like a gift bag or something, or employee appreciation, something along the lines of that realm. When I worked for them, I did part-time loads out of Napoleon, out of Campbell's over there, so I was familiar with them when I first started running out there doing the containers and shit. So that's what it is with them. God, I just don't even see that. Okay, let's scoot it back some. How about now? Okay, I can make it work. Because I have, unfortunately, the tab broke off on that side. Okay, that's how hillbilly and jacked up I am with this stuff. I got to take a screw, and I've got to put it in separate up there. Let's see if I can get it in real quick before I do anything else. It looks like it's going in. Okay, it's starting to get tight. I like it. Okay, that'll work for that. Now, the rest of these, I use tap drillers, and they just go right into that, diamond plate perfectly. And then I'll have to do something about that cord, which I've got this this thing over here that okay, let's get this side in real quick. I probably should have maybe done it first, but it's okay. It'll bend down if I need it to. Ah, shit. Unfortunately, I just dropped one of my freaking tap drillers, so I'm gonna just do this by hand real quick. See if I can at least get it in there to start it, because I'm gonna need to find that SOB. I think it dropped down in here in this doghouse section. Yeah, it did. I see it's hanging on to some wires down here, so good for that catch. I had to get this headlamp because I couldn't see the colors of the wires, like the purple wire with the white, or the white wires or the gray wires. I couldn't tell the colors apart because it's like, it's somewhat dark up here. You know what I mean? If you can feel me. This is the only way I could get this unit to even stay solid, was by doing this right here and putting this stuff in here. That one's kind of loose, but oh well. Now that's solid enough to where it's not going to get beat up a lot too much. And I've got that pretty much set to where when I'm sitting in the truck seat right here, I can reach this. I can see it. It's kind of tilted towards me a little bit this way. Let's kick it on here. Now, it might be playing music, so I may need to cut you out real quick or something, or at least volume it down. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay, there you go, folks. That's what's going on with this. So, killing it. Now I just need to I got that little cover plate over there. I need to cut a hole for this. And then I'll tuck this down to where basically it's probably going to run out and sit right here like this. I don't know where if there's a mute or not on here. I guess I'll just have to look at stuff. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, I'll be back. Well, I would say that this thing straight bangs, dude. I just had it on. And I was back here messing with the subwoofer, looking around, nosing around, because there's somewhere there's a leak, and there might be from that side thing. I'm getting some water from somewhere. Maybe it's from somewhere else, and it's creeping, and it's just running along. I don't know, but I'll figure it out one of these days. Just not going to be today. But, yeah, and I won't start it up today, too, because it's still pretty chilly. But I do have everything pretty much in place that I wanted in place. To be in place. A little microphone right up here, so if I do end up using the phone, well, if the phone is hooked up, because there's Bluetooth, all that, which I don't have it hooked up, so one of these days I'll do that when it's warmer and I'm out here messing around and I've got the truck running, because I was talking about, I need to charge the batteries up a little bit, because I've been thumping around and stuff in here for a little bit, and you know, just turning it on, turning it off here and there. I know it's not going to kill it, but I just would rather have more than less, if you know what I mean. But I need to start it anyways and just let it run for a bit. Besides that one time when I drove it to and fro back and forth just to check and stuff. But yeah, we're getting there. Just one more thing off the old bucket list that I don't have to worry about now is a couple hours out of a shitty day. It's a little chilly out here. My feet are about numb from them being cold. But other than that, it's good day in the neighborhood, because it's taken care of and it fires right up every time it comes on. Now, in the reviews, they were talking about after a while the screen will just go white, blah blah blah, but on there it says to send that head unit in, and if for some odd reason, you know, it happens, but I like the quality. It's just what it is. You know, these things don't last forever. If I could get, I think I had that other one since 2018-ish. I put that power acoustic one in, so it lasted me about maybe 3 or 4 years, you know, while running it and stuff. And I mean, the truck gets hot in the summertime. It just sat up there. There's a lot of times it wasn't used. Before I had ran it again and put these other Pioneer, now everything's all the same. These are all Pioneer speakers. It's a Pioneer deck, and that's a Kicker subwoofer, but everything's complete, you know, it's all the same now. So I'm not going to say that it's junk, because it sounds really good. The quality sound is really good. We'll see how long it lasts. It's just one of them situations that maybe it'll last a while, maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. We'll run her and see what happens, and how long it lasts. So cheers to you. I'm going to head inside and go see what else is going on. That was pretty easy, not bad. I like the way that I did that, just cutting the wires, because all the things are on there. So if I ever have to do that again, I know that, you know, they're all ready wired and stuff, and all the speakers are okay. So we good. We good with that. Like, share, subscribe, comment, say what you want to. Don't really care. It's my truck. I'll do what I want to. And on that note, we out. And I don't know if I even turned that bass level up any, and that was banging a couple times, so that's what's up. Oh man, what is going on? Hump day, our favorite day of the week. I am out here in the middle of the woods, down from the walking trail that I always go on, and I have found a couple big grays Because I decided I'm going to go back in there, and I know there's stuff back there. I've been smelling stuff, but I didn't really find too much stuff. Let me get the book bag off. I found a bunch of blondes up on the trail earlier, and I found one small gray that was down the way when I first started, and I'm just going to actually set you right here on the ground real quick while I pull my bag out, because I need to get my bag real quick. And this is what I've gotten so far, is what's in the bag here, and that's been like basically on the trail. So, and a couple of those big ones were up by like the campground area, but I'm like, man, I know there's stuff back here. I want to go explore. I don't have Kim with me. I can walk and be out here for pretty much as long as I want to, because she's got a few haircuts, and I've known that there's stuff back here because I've found like the big huge blondes after, you know, it had been like a week after they popped up and stuff, so they were kind of decrepit, and I just left them. But let's get over here. Let me maneuver myself to where I can get you down here. I'm on my hands and knees right now. I was just thumping along back through here, and I'm like, man, I know there's got to be something back here. And then I seen it out of the corner of my eye. I seen that guy right there. Get in there. And then I seen that one. He was right there. So I've got these two right here. I'm going to pretty much just scour this area here and keep going that way, because I basically was like, I'm going to run the deer trail back, because I mean, I've seen everything that I could up off the, you know, up off the trail. So I figured I'll just walk this and I'll see what I can't find here or there, you know, just poking around, nosing around, being curious. So that's what I'm talking about. That's a good find. I'm up to probably, I'm over 30 this year, but that's awesome. I'm glad I found these. I'm gonna have to walk up to the trail and kind of know the spot. That way I know exactly where to come back in and start looking next year. Well, I pretty much just kind of backtracked. I don't know what it is. I went out and seen where I was at, first of all. And then I came back and I was right over there. And then I decided to walk back this way, because I'm just going to walk around this tree right here. I'm not sure what it is. I just wanted to come, because I came out from back here, I believe. Okay, so I'm just kind of going back around the area that I was at. And I seen these two little guys right here. And then I seen these two guys right here. And then I seen these two right here. And then I seen this guy right here. So this is kind of the cluster that I was hoping to run into one of these days around here. I haven't seen the normal spots that I checked, but I'd wanted to come back and, you know, get to a different spot and check some different areas. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know how long these have been up. These ones look like they may be starting, they're either super fresh or they're starting to go back down. I don't know. I'm going to cut them and keep looking around, but yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. My day has just begun, and like I said before, I don't care how long I'll be back here. I'll at least take pictures. I don't think I'll do a video every time. I'm just doing it because I haven't really yet this year, so it's what it is. Well, I said I wasn't going to come back, but I'm back. And maybe 5 minutes of scouring the area of where I found the first ones. I walked back a little bit deeper, and I come across some more. Almost stepped on one, to be honest with you. But look what we got going on right here. Let's get down here. There's two right there. There's a third right over by that you probably can't see. I already trimmed one that was over farther back. Basically just on my belly right now, just looking around to see if I see any more, because these aren't extremely huge. And like, I'm in this thicket, so oh, there's one right over there. I can see him. So yeah, I'm gonna basically be army crawling around here. Oh man, that's a good one too, to find these, because this is the best cluster that I've ever found. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm extremely happy for the day. There's the bag so far. When I get out of the woods and actually pull out of this spot, I'll probably bring you back. That way I can show you later on when we get home, at least. I guarantee that. So let me continue picking. I'll at least take pictures, so there'll be some slideshows going on. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about.